Morning everyone, welcome back to Bloom and Nest, where we are on our urban homesteading journey, one project at a time. Today there's a lot of projects that we need to get done. I hope you guys enjoyed the garden tour. It's my very first one. First I want to talk about that. It was very exciting. The garden's already changed so much since that tour. I planted out my tomatoes. I'm about to plant out my peppers hopefully today. So there's going to be a lot of changes. So I'm excited to do my next gardening tour. It being my first one, I know there are some things that I left out because I didn't do my front garden, but the next one, we will definitely include the front garden. Anywho, so today the plan is a few things. I want to get rid of the dead pine tree that I have in front of the house. I would like to set up the irrigation for the front garden, plant out maybe some peppers. I also wanted to move some of my hostas to kind of liven up my tree base, like the base of my tree. I have two trees in the front. They're horrible. They're ugly. I want to make them look good at least a little bit without buying anything new. So I'm going to move some things around in the front. So we'll see how that works out. I hope you guys enjoy these type of videos, and let's get started. So this area that I'm at is the tree in front of my house. We put some of the sod that I pulled up where I put the pathway in the garden expansion, we put here. And I knew I probably shouldn't have, but we did. And the grass is growing out of it. So as I said, we have like kind of like Bermuda grass. And there's some that died, but the ones that had the Bermuda grass in it is growing out of it. So I'm going to try to remove it now and see if I can maybe put the potos. I keep saying potos. My hosta over here. I don't know what. Let's just dig a hole and see if there's even enough space for the hosta. I don't want it too close. Like if it's too close to the root, we will not be. Yeah, this is just the grass, not the root from the tree, which is good. See that, guys? Okay, so I think I could put my hosta here. Again, the tree is holding on to the hosta. Okay, let's move this.
before. That's why I don't have it. Could be four. If not,
You gonna die?
yeah.
I just don't want to, because the roots from that tree. It's the roots. Okay, so we planted the one hosta. We'll see if it survives. I need to get more soil. I need to get good soil, remove the grass, the weeds, and amend this area and then plant more stuff. I just really want to move at least one hosta over here because that area it wasn't growing because it was too shallow. There's like weed barrier or weed fabric there. So next thing we're gonna do is remove this tree, hopefully. It's a lot of work, a lot of work. My husband, so the lights fell. We had like a big windstorm and the lights from our Christmas lights fell down. We keep them up all year round. Everybody in my neighborhood does pretty much because it blends in really well. You can barely tell it's there. But it fell. So you can definitely tell ours is there. And my husband is not taking, well, he works a lot and he's tired. He helps a lot with the girls when he gets home. So he's tired and I get that. Yeah, this is fully dead. Holy. I'm gonna have to put these away for Christmas. Let's try taking this out. Guys, I'm scared, I'm not gonna lie. So taking out this tree, this pine tree, was more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, everything is always more difficult than I think it's going to be. The reason why it was so hard this time though, a large pine tree, its roots are pretty much everywhere at this point. Everywhere that I've tried to plant in the front garden, I'm seeing the large roots. You can see I'm trying to pull it out and it's not coming out. That didn't work. No, it did not work because the big pine tree, once I was able to get it out, I saw that its roots were pretty much entangled with this tree's roots. So I am now a little bit worried, to be honest, that the pine tree's roots could be, hitting my foundation. Mainly because it's so close to the house. I don't know. I haven't looked into it and I'm a little afraid to do that, but that's a different problem for a different day. But this one, I'm happy. I actually planted a rhododendron. How do I take this out? Do I have to get like a chainsaw? Oh, I could chainsaw it down. I didn't chainsaw. I did not chainsaw, you guys. But at this point, I was definitely like giving up. But I'm happy I didn't. The new rhododendron that's here, so nice. I'm pretty sure the big tree is holding onto this thing. I'm pretty sure. This has been on my list for a very long time, so I am gonna get it off today. I also think that's one of the reasons why the tree died, is the larger pine tree was taking the moisture and the water from, because we would water this area, but we wouldn't water the actual large pine tree, which is a mistake that we make. But I think it was taking the nutrients and everything from this spot. So this tree wasn't getting what it needed. So it's very, very humid today. So you guys gonna see me sweating bullets. I'm hoping I can fix this situation with the rhododendron because it's beautiful, and I'm just hoping that the large pine tree does not kill it like this one. Okay, I'm gonna try to get deep, deep, deep. Whew. Almost out. Almost there. Almost there. Guys, I did it. Holy smokes. Okay, I'm gonna put it the other way so it doesn't go onto the walkway. I need to take a shower. So no matter how much I tried, dirt got into the walkway. Either way, we're going to be doing our driveway probably next year or the year after. So I'm not really worried about it. All right, guys, trees down. I'm sweating bullets. I'm going to mow our lawn. I don't know if you can hear that, but every single person in my area is mowing their lawn. I will be with them mowing my lawn. Where's my mother-in-law? I took a break and I had my lunch, and also Izzy woke up, so I also got her. I set up kind of the irrigation in the front garden. I didn't finish it. I just set up the main line, the main 1/2 inch tubing, and I have to buy smaller 1/4 inch tubing to go directly to each plant. So I need to go to Home Depot. I have to do a Home Depot run for a few things. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish setting up the drip irrigation in the backyard because I have 2 beds that are still not finished complete, that still have not been completed. So I have 2 beds that still have not been completed. So I'm gonna finish those up now. Also, I need to cap the 2 other sprinkler heads that I have in the backyard in order for the drip irrigation to be strong and also not to waste water every time I turn it on or every time it turns on. So I'm just gonna finish all the drip irrigation in the backyard because that would be something finally checked off of our to-do list for this spring season. And spring is almost done, it seems. So I need to get all this stuff done. So summertime, I have drip irrigation. Let's get started. It's so hot. Like, I really do not want to go into my backyard. Like, it's so hot. Also, I placed some of my peppers in the garden bed. I didn't plant them, but I placed them in the bed. I know that I think I looked at my 10-day forecast, and we have, I think, 2 or 3 days in the night that it's going to go down to, I think, 9, which is not crazy, but I know that it can definitely stunt a pepper. So with that being said, I just might plant maybe a few to see if they'll survive, keep the rest inside, and then I'm also going to put a cloche over it the nights that it has the low temperatures and see if that will help. I think it should, but you know, you never know. Let's start. Maybe down here. Here. Two. Honestly, doing everything with the right tools makes it go by so much faster. I know it's like the price is like, you don't want to waste the money, and I get it because that's how I feel too, but this was definitely needed. It made my life so much better, so much easier. so hot, guys. I should be inside. I should probably put on a hat. Okay, guys, it's way too hot outside. Like, let me see what the temperature is. But I am dying. I'm not actually dying, but it's very hot. So it's 23, which is not the hottest. It's 23 right now, but it's too hot for me to be out here. Wait till like maybe after it's overcast, but I can't be out here.